Hey, good morning, guys. This is Jeffrey with Forever I Trade. It is about 11:52, August 15th, 2024. This is a trade I took a little after 10 o'clock on the Russell 2000 on the 2 minute chart. I entered here, which what I saw that the market pulled back. All right. And while I was waiting for some price action, I got a green candle. I got a late entry, but I took it anyway. But I did get a late entry, and man, it just kept climbing up and up and up, and I was proud of it. Right, so brought down my stop, and I had a stop loss in, but now I'm up. Right, so I put myself in profit 100, and I'm just trying to capture that first target. And man, let's watch it go for a little bit, and let's see what happens. I did adjust my take profit again, only because I wanted to just keep climbing, and it actually did. All right, so played with the Russell. I was down on the Nasdaq. A couple of trades didn't work out. I think I was using too big of a size with two contracts, and I think it was a 20 point volatility. I'm like, maybe it came back on me pretty bad. So I was down 700 on the Nasdaq. I did come back and end up being up 175, but this Russell trade is what I caught to record, and pretty good trade, right? Came back and create a new low. And here we go. Just a rise. I wanted to get in after this candlestick. I'm not sure if I saw that early enough, but this candlestick gave me confidence enough. Close over this swing high, and we just kept going up. All right. So I waited. I trailed green candles. I tried to trail the green candles. So any green candle that closed above the last green candle, we went ahead and put my stop. Sometimes I do adjust it a little lower depending on what profits I have so far, just to see if the market will keep going. And I think this one actually kept going. So it was a pretty good trading day for the Russell. Um, Anybody trade the Russell or the Dow, Nasdaq, the ES? I didn't trade the ES today. I wasn't comfortable trading the ES. Actually, I didn't even look at the ES. Let's keep that in perspective. I didn't look at it. Looked at the Dow, Nasdaq, and the Russell. Russell gave me just better swings. Nasdaq was a little jumpy, but it was on the rise. So you caught the Nasdaq, probably a little bit of chasing, kind of like I did today. Not afraid to admit that. So chasing sometimes happens. You just have to control it or recognize and get out of trade. So I wanted to hit this first target. It did. And now hopefully we're just off to the run-ins, and not a bad trading day if you were trading this crazy market. As you can see on the Nasdaq, definitely was down. Was at 615. So a couple of dumb trades that I made here. I thought I was going to break out, give me something better than what it's going to give me, which I think it took me out here, or I got out with a small loss or a small profit. It wasn't my favorite trade at all. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite trade at all. But I took it. I dealt with it. And we saw a couple of other trades on different markets that had a better setup. The Dow had a great setup. I took the Dow. I think I made pretty good penny in the Dow. But this Russell, I definitely had my mind on, and I would just focus on the Russell. Nasdaq is trickier. Volatility is super high. It's super fast. If you don't catch it where you're supposed to catch it, which is down here, um, you know, it can really take you for a whirlwind if you try to catch these little small swings. But overall, super good day. Super good day overall. Um, yep, I got out of that one. As you can see, down 100. I think I left the Nasdaq alone after that, at least until it came back to support, which is around a 20 moving average, the red line. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It took me for a roller coaster. Um, you know, yeah, I go through that, right? I have these days where I just suck, but I still place a trade, right? You still got to place your trades, right? So this was the Nasdaq. So I'm sure with some good plays, if you guys had any trades up in here, I mean, you probably did pretty good. Or if you caught it even down here, and I wasn't even in the market at this time, so definitely, definitely missed that one. Yep, definitely missed that one. So I don't think I placed another Nasdaq trade for a while. Right, I feel like I got railroaded and were just taking advantage of me, so I didn't really want to continue jumping into Nasdaq. Let's see what's going on here. And here's another Nasdaq trade I took. I told you I waited. I just had to wait, man, until it come back down to the 20 and give you some type of event or something to happen, which caused the inside bar, pin bar, and I wasn't mad at it. So I got in as early as I could. Obviously, my stop has to be in place, a 190 stop loss, and yeah, I traded it, and yeah, I got in as early as I can, right? But I had to put my stop loss in just in case. And I'm not sure what happened here. I'm not sure if I got stopped out. I got to remember, but I did play the Nasdaq. Like I said, when it came back to some type of support, and it did, right? And I think this trade worked out, if I'm not mistaken. I think it did. But as you can see, it's definitely rising, and we're hoping that the goal is get in, get out, make some money, and move on, hopefully to the next trade or with your day. All right. So this one, I believe this one worked out. As you're seeing it, we're watching it, replaying it for the first time. I didn't look at it before this. So not a bad trade. All right. Why did I get in? Came back down to the moving average, which is the 20. Gave me some type of signal, which is this green bar. My stop could have been maybe on this swing low, but I'm conservative, so I'm a little tighter than most. And yeah, it just kept punching and punching and punching, which that's what you want to see when you're making a trade, right? With a long or short, if you're catching it, that's what you want to catch, right? And put myself in profit a little bit, $50, just to feel comfortable that I didn't make a trade and I'm going to walk away with some money. And I did, right? This one worked out, obviously, because I am in profit so far. Now we just want to see how far it's going to go. I mean, obviously, I got my target at 1190, but that's just to get it out the way. I ain't playing with one contract. All right. So, yeah, let's see what it's going to do. Let's see what it's going to do. And I know some people probably went short somewhere in here and catch it downward, maybe to the support and get out. Wanted to wait until they get to support since it's already in an uptrend, and just wanted to see if I can just snag a couple dollars. I think I adjusted my take profit up, my stop up a little bit, and then I think I brought it back down because I just wanted to see what the market was going to do, and I think it did just that. So let's see how this is going to play out. Let's see if I'm gonna get stopped out. Well, almost. All right, so at first I was up 50 in profit. Now, not bad, $65. So still got a little change left. I'm just scalping the market, right? I'm not looking for a huge move. Sometimes these moves happen, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm not looking for. I would hope it happens, right? So now I'm just honestly hoping to get up to the current high, which is this blue line here. So if it gets there, that's great. If it doesn't, that's great. But I'm going to let this trade try to marinate and see what happens. All right. So the market, still pushing up, right? Even though it became that red bar, closed on the top half, I end up getting out, which I'm okay with that. I'll be ready for another trade if it does jump back down near the 20 or under the 20 and give me a signal. But I felt okay getting out on that trade. All right. Still collect 140. not bad. All right, just for, I mean, what, maybe 5 minutes? It's not crazy. All right, not crazy. I can deal with that. Um, but it wasn't a bad trade at all. At all, at all, at all, at all. Okay, so I took a terrible trade here, went short, lost enough to get down to $5, but I end up liking how this setup came about. Came back to the 20. I'm looking for a long still, right? So I still want to place a long trade, and I wanted to see what this candlestick was going to do, and I entered. Right, came down to the 20, started going green. I went ahead and went long and wanted to see how this trade was going to play out. I think I got in too early. If I were to go back and do this again, I don't think I would have gotten in just yet. But I added my stop, comfortable with that. And now I want to see if this trade is going to just develop and continue going up. And I believe it did just that. But let's see what happens. Let's watch it. Let's watch and see how this trade is going to turn out. Yeah, so I should have waited until that candlestick's finished. Lesson learned. I mean, I learn a lesson every day anyway, so it's nothing shame in taking a loss and realize, like, okay, I should have waited. This wasn't what I was looking for. I thought it was going to just pop up because it was right there at the 20. Entry was crazy late, and that trade just didn't work out. Just that's okay, and I'm okay with that. Right? It just didn't work out. It happens. You just go back and wait for your setup again. Right? We all had these bad habits we got to control, and it happens. And you had previous trading thoughts and rules that you had in your head before you created your own strategy, and sometimes you just got to work on it, right? And the discipline factor, and not over trading, not over leveraging, and it all plays a role in each trade you take, right? And I made some terrible trades, but I'm okay, right? You can criticize me and say pretty much whatever, right? But I'm still gonna post a video about trading, right? So on this particular trade, I believe I waited, right? And I was looking for some type of green action. And here I was saying there's one more trade, and I was holding my word to that. One more trade. All right, I'm already down 175, which is not bad. Lost goal was 300, but obviously I was down pretty bad. But as you can see, this trade right here I'm going to take, I think this is the one that kept going and kept going. So if anybody was in the market around 11:15, so 11:15 or so, 11:10, you might have gotten paid crazy. All right, still 5 point volatility now, 155 stop loss, not bad. And now we just time to just watch it fly. All right, and let's see where this market wants to go. And I figured once it cleared this doji right here, this little swing, this doji, I figured it was going to keep going. And I was tempted to add, but I kind of wanted to see if it was going to get up to this the current high, and or the previous high, current high of the day, and it kept going. Right, it was a beautiful trade. All right, and yeah, it worked out. Right, it was a struggle, but it worked out. And as you can see, man, a couple candlesticks later, this boy's ready to take off. I think I only got 175 on this trade. It came back on me, but I was trailing it. But they come back on me. Still not a bad trade, right? Had to make up some losses, right? I was down 185. came back. So not a bad profit take. I should have probably gotten more, but I mean, I wasn't upset. I wasn't upset. Right, I had a terrible trading day. I think, in my view, I had a personal terrible trading day, but I still came out green, which is honestly what you hope for on any trading day. So let's trade, guys. Let's keep it simple. Not like I did, but this doesn't happen all the time. But let's keep it simple. Let's trade and let's see what we can come up with at the end of the trading session. Look at this trade jump, right? One contract, it just kept going. I could have easily been up, quite a bit, but I didn't take profits when I should. I at least should have closed it up here. But man, when this market show you something, it literally can take it away like at the drop of a dime, right? So I should have taken more up here. So my fault. Not complaining. I placed a trade, and then the trade placed me. Came back and showed me who's boss as usual. But it's fair by trade, guys. Man, I just wanted to post something just to let you guys see what I'm doing. It was after 10:15 I started trading. I think I ended about 11 something. All right. So it wasn't a bad day. All right. But like, subscribe. I'll keep posting. Let me know if you guys have any comments, suggestions, all that good stuff. All right. It's fair by trade, guys. You guys have a good day.